Morning, everyone. Okay, good morning, guys. A little bit late. Just finished our early on meeting a little bit later than normal. So yeah, we opened up just a couple of minutes ago. Morning to you. Yeah, agreed. Solid. Simple as that. Yeah, I was going to bring that up just now. I've got a few to chat. Absolutely, yeah. S&P as well for those who can't afford the NAS. GBP. Yeah, we talk about the GBP. I hated GBP because that ridiculous move yesterday and the day before, whatever. But yeah. You can fix that damn thing again. I think she'll be all right. Yeah. So yeah. And I think some guys had the nerve to go back to GBP CAD, and they'll be smiling now. I thought that thing so ridiculously overcooked, it made no sense. That's $0.30, so I'm not talking out of turn. Okay. Well, I got the GBP USD up there, so there'll be a couple of trades sent out that came up this morning in the strategy room. A bit more than that, but they're going to send out two, so keep an eye on your mailbox. Should be sent out anyway just now. It's the euro, I think it's the AUD CHF and the euro CHF. I like the euro USD is down, so I'll look at this now anyway. Anyway, I'll start off with yours there, Mike. GBP USD, you got 3-0. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Unless it's 3 you win or 3 you lose. I'm not quite sure which way around that is. But from the daily, yeah. Oh, lose. No, that's not so good. Okay. Well, then you probably won't want to look at this again. I'm a little bit. I see downside, but not over the top of it, to be honest. I do trade the GBP, but and some opportunities, but I tend to leave it to last because it's such a strange currency. And after that GBP CAD, I'm thinking of changing my accent. Yeah. It's a joke. It's a joke. So I'll allow you to do that now. Okay, right, I've got a few. Yes, you did mention the NASDAQ, so we'll do that now. Remember the NASDAQ? Don't try and play around with it with small sums of money. You need about 4 or 5K to go over this one. Wide stops. It's extremely volatile. You've got to understand that. It's not the same as a Forex. Okay, well, the dollar seems to be moving back up again. So, yeah, trades might be missed on the euro dollar, but I think you might have missed it. Okay, the NASDAQ, yeah, it's above 11,000. I do see it. Put a position size on. Remember, it bounced perfectly off the 61.8 fib as it came out. We mentioned that for a while in the trading, got there in the end and had a lovely bounce. In fact, I think it's a bit chaotic yesterday. In fact, Bruce Whitfield on Money Talk on 7:02 from 6 o'clock in the evening, I thought he described the best way. It was chaotic, came shooting up and then came flying off the dollar index, that is. So it's, yeah, but it's starting to move back up again. No surprise there. So yeah, we'll never look at it. Who's going to afford it, guys? Don't go, you've got a grand in your account. We'll see what I mean there for the rest of the war. I want a 11,200 as a stop. And we'll go back to 10.5 as a TP. See, you talk about $300 there on micro. Normally on a £5 account, it's up to you. I suggest 300 your risk per trade or per instrument. If you want to do higher or lower, it's up to you. But that's sort of about what I usually throw out when asked, which means you need about 5K to cover that 300. But if you say, right, I've got more money coming in, or I'm solid, I'm going to do it, you can on a smaller balance. But just bear in mind, it's $300 is your risk if it hits your stop. So above the, it's gone back to 11, tried a little bit higher, and the sellers came in. I'm not sure how long it's going to hang around there. I'm going to go to the yields now, and the yields are telling me they start to, just a second, all the stuff's in the way. Still at 3.92, start to rise up a little bit. So the yields are still high, which is for the NAS, and the dollar start to rise, which is negative-ish, not as much as the yields, but it's there, it's not a plus. So I think it might be another attack. 618, Fibonacci retracement, taken from the dawn of COVID a couple of so years ago, whenever it was, just over. Okay, so those can afford it, can do that one. Okay, you mentioned it. Who mentioned it now? Oh, sorry. If you've got the money to do it, there you are. If anyone else has got the money to do it, tell me, I'll put it down. But don't say you want to do it, you haven't got the money, because, well, it can't be a light, but rather you didn't. You know? Okay, we'll move on. Maybe more of a chance for more people who've got smaller accounts to maybe a little less hectic one would be the S&P. As you know, it's the same contract size, but very different between $3,000 to about 11 grand, as you can see in numbers. Just a great minds think alike, Farley. Just look to put that up, and I see on the chat line you put it. Great minds think alike. S&P, yeah, that's probably a better situation to look at. Do this one as well, see if you like that. Two guys are more normal thing. Where I can put the stop. Just give me a moment. Can we do it there? I still do it there. It's talking here about $14. For what's that? About 250 rand. I think that's squeezable for most. If you want to tie the stop, tell me, but I quite like it there. So make it 3815. Honestly, I prefer a wider stop because it's not nothing like the other one, the NAS, but you know, you want it out the bloody way. And where can we take this? Maybe back down here again. 3.5, see if that works. Looks a bit strange. 3.5 won't work, will it? No, hang on, that's not going to work. We'll have to have a tighter stop then. Still okay. That'll do. That's still okay. And that's only 180 odd rand a micro, which is affordable. And if you haven't got the funds to afford 100 rand risk, I strongly suggest you increase your funds, because I don't be nice, you waste your time otherwise. You know, You can't make money on small amounts. Never mind what some sales guy said, unless you get very, very lucky. Good for you, but in most of the cases, you're not small amounts. It's not going to happen. So just bear that in mind. Not doing me because I want money off you. I don't know doing me. I'm just saying for your own personal, the amount of work and time you're putting into doing this to make the kind of returns you can make from about £1,000 or so. Well, if you're happy with that kind of return, come work for me. A lovely job. I'll pay you 10. Pleasure. Get the idea. Common sense. Just use common sense. Okay, right. So anybody want to do this? Good morning, Cheryl. You like it, Farney? Right. Cheryl's a lovely lady. You are indeed, aren't you, Cheryl? So you're going to do this, are you? Is that right? Wish she hadn't said good morning now. Mike, you're off the whatchamacallit, Cheryl, because as I say, the other guys are doing it, so you're okay. Panic not. But do it pleasure if you like. Just going to write this down, guys. 14th. I know it was all hassle yesterday. Friday, not Friday, but Thursday the 13th. There you are. That was it. That was the reason. Right. S&P 500. What is it? 370, 3670, 3765, 3500. Okay. Right. Give you guys a couple of moments to look at that, and then we'll go on to the others. Got that? Can I move on? Always bring a pen and paper, guys. Have it handy. Because we haven't got all day, basically. Got to move on this. Okay. GBP, guys, all scared the pound, but even the pound's got it. Resort to better sense. I don't know what price you got in at, but I still see downside on this. If you move the stock down, I've got enough information where. I say, yeah, good idea. Then do it, and it's about 5 pips away from entry. I think you stop down to 1.1280. So I don't know what you got in at. If you get about 30, that's about 30 pips away. Make it 1.1280. Was that going to be too close? Just a little one actually. Get knocked out from all downside. Probably a little bit better at 85. There you are. 1.85 might do you better. Hate to see it not getting knocked out of the trade because I think a very good chance of coming down there. That looks the 4 hour. It's a really good chance of coming down here. So I probably better stay on board. But you don't want to make a loss of it. Then you have your cake and eat it. I think it's a stupid comment. What's the point of having cake? You can't eat it, eh? So just have to mute you guys, just so you know that. Okay, good enough. Right, so you've got that one, S&P. That's right, the one's coming out just earlier on. That might have been sent to the mailbox by now. I know they're sending a couple out. There's the one, AUDCHF. To be honest, I want to get it at 63.15 for a sell. Slightly better price, but you might get it on. I'll put it up anyway. Slightly wider stop. I put it on the pending for you so you can get it. You can go on the market. I swear it's not the end of the world. 0.6315. You know, I'll work this out. It's obviously moved in the meantime. Clearly, I've got the stop loss down at 64.15. And the TP I've got at 61, that's a bit low. Make it 0.6150, and I'll move it just now. Okay, put it back in the daily. Where's the stop there? Further have the stop there. What's this thing here? What the hell's going on here? Where's the stop? Okay, I've got it. I know where it is. It's the wrong thing there. So, right. So we're going to have to, what the hell's going on here now? Oh, I see. You deleted it, you idiot, Roger. Just have to bear with me. This thing's giving me a bit of jip at the moment. 63.15. Okay, I'll just knock it off and do it again. Make the bloody thing market. Driving me insane this. Okay, 0.6. Make it 6.4. Make it a tighter stop. We'll play around with a minute and make it 0.6. I've got the wrong one. I want to go for the line. I want to stop there if we can get it. 6. It's not going to work there. 63.31. It's not going to work. I have to take it down here. What have I got down here? Sorry, where are you going to do that? 61. That's good with that. Hallelujah. There we are. I prefer, quite frankly, a slightly wider stop, if you don't mind. Want it just above this guy here. There we are. And then we can put that a little bit wider. Just something like that. TP is not the major, it's all about the risk. I'd rather have a wider stop. Just be careful. We always move it down once it goes in. If you want to go, I had it 15. If you want to go to market, you can. Anyway, point is, do you like it? After half an hour or so watching the market move, trying to sort of calculate the rate. Do you like it, guys? You're in? For you? Yeah, look at the 4 hour as well. See, look, that is holding on the 4 hour. Well, the 1 hour itself, not going to tell you much. Even on the 1 hour, feeling for extra ticks to your favor. And it's the AUD against the Swissy as well. It's a stronger currency, clearly. So there we are. Anyone else want to do it with fun? Here's your chance, Cheryl. Don't let the guys get ahead of you now. Can't have that. Okay, great. We'll put that down then. AUD. Good for you, Cheryl. AUDCHF. Well, I got it at 15. I'll put it down again. I'll leave mine. I'll leave it as it is. 15. I'll leave it as it is. See how it goes. Okay. Right. You all got that? If you want it, we'll come back if you don't, because I want to move on now to the one. What we've got so far. I've got the other two we're looking at. I'll do the Euro CHF, Zephyr. That's our favorite, where we usually disagree on. I think that ship might have sailed. I've got it written down this morning to put to you guys at 97.70. Looks like that ship might have sailed. So we might have to look at. We've got the stop at 98.30. And the TP I've got at 96. It's a bit too far, make it 50. I want to put this, so the TP, not the stop, up there. Just they'll do. Okay, and I'll still give you a risk reward. That is on the pending one. That's the only unfortunate thing. If you go in at market, you might not get the risk reward. You'll have to aim a little bit lower. That's your only problem. This is where your problem is. That's where your issue is. Unless you bring the stop down a bit. Up to you. Do you want to wait to go for the pending, or do you want to go in at market? Maybe a bit of patience for maybe get a better price. Anyway, do you like the idea? Anyway, that's the bottom line. Talk the devil, here he is, Mr. Zeph himself. Alio, Zeffirino Alio. What a brilliant pronunciation, say myself. Good day, meneer Slabrecht. So what do you want to guys do? Do you want to go for the pending, or do you want to go to market? Or do you want to go in at all? Or do you disagree, want to go along? Yeah, about bloody time. It's a bit slow, Ken. Yeah, paint drying is the name of the game on that one. An action-packed, high what's called ADD, or whatever you call them, type of guy on NASDAQ is a bit of a contradiction in terms. Morning, Zeph. As you can see, our good fun favourite, the UFC at Sheffield, was short. Do you want to go for a long on this? But I want to get a better price. Yeah, I want to get it at 70, not at this particular price. But some guys might want to do it now. What do you reckon? We certainly will do it in a minute, one, Dilly. Anyone like the look of this one? Pending or market or anything? Well, as you think about that, just remember core retail sales. I mentioned about the core, doing core and the normal. It was actually the CPI, the same principle. And I said one had slightly less incorporated in the core than they do in the overall CPI. I couldn't remember which they were, but I just went and looked it up afterwards. It's the core is the CPI excluding fuel and food, the 2S. The other CPI includes the food, fuel and food. So food's been, because of the fuel costs going up, have increased a little bit more. Often the CPI will be higher than the core. So now that's clarified that. So I was right, but I could remember the two exceptions. Now we know the 2S, food and fuel. So you like it, the short then. Anyone want to do this at market or pending? I just need a bit of feedback on this. So you like the short, Charles, what you're saying. You agree on the short, you will get a better price. The pending, okay? Well, there you are. If it gets back to 70, in you go. Okay, hope you had the figures down. I'll put the pending back again if you like. Even if it doesn't quite get there, you need to get a better price. So it won't make that much difference. There you are. Okay, sorry, guys, I've changed my mind. I want to go long on this. Anybody want to go long on this? Just teasing, Zeph. Okay, fair enough. Anyone else? Anyone else? Pending or whatever? Anyone wants to go at market? Pending. Okay, we'll do the pending. Well, see how you do there. You might be on board, it might pop up, but at least you're on board. You might not pop up, and then you'll be smiling. Okay, right. And the other one was the euro dollar. Again, I want a better price. I've got it written. Trade idea for you guys at 98. I think the ship sell. Damn it. Yeah, again, because I did this, you know, when everyone was saying this, but waffling on and other stuff in some of the meetings. I was playing around doing this and I had it up for you guys at 0.98. I sent that to one or two guys already who questioned it, but I hope they got in around about that level. But again, I prefer a higher price, depending. But I'll put it up for you to have a look at. If you want to go in the market, will tell me. The dollar is strengthening a bit, I might say, which is good for a short. Sorry there. Oh, I haven't got this in. What do I have here? 96, that's right. 0.96. That's the one I had. If you don't like TP so far away, I can always move it up. That's not a problem. Make it 96.50. It's a bit farther. It doesn't really matter as long as you modify your stop. Doesn't matter. You might get stopped out above that, but who cares? You know what I mean? It's just something to aim at. Fair enough, Zeph. So, anyone do this one on the pending, or anyone do it on the instant? Do the instant, might have to adjust the TP a bit. What's the consensus Bit of a long word this time of the morning, isn't it? To my perspicacious traders, what is the consensus? Deafened by the sound of silence. Anybody want to do this? If you want to chat about it, you can. I'll unmute. Okay, you want to go to market? Is that correct? Let's just look at the 4-hour for you. See, it's taking this out. It's breaking below. You might not get market. It's any problem. You might not get the market. Okay, so you're going in now. Okay, I'll put it down this one. I'll have to write it down again because I've got it as slightly different. Well, we're now 60. Okay, I'll make it 60 there. Okay, down to trading order, we're in at 60. Good enough. Just going to quickly do this for you. Yeah, it's still okay. Still the risk reward is okay. That's fine. Get rid of this guy now. There we are. Okay, right. So there we are. So we've got S&P out, Euro dollar out, AUD CHF out, and we've got a pending on the Euros. No, let's a couple of guys in it. Euro CHF, Euro dollar. What is the right way around? So I've got the wrong way around. Beg your pardon, the wrong one there. Sorry about that. Euro dollar 60. I got it down for 98, but that will do. Maybe put the T one down. Okay, that's better. Maybe you can bring your stop down a bit. Oh, that's all right. That's not doing harm. Okay. Okay, so we got, let's go back. We got, that was a pending. Which one was the pending again? None of them. Okay, we're on all of them. Okay. So we've got 4 out. It's not bad to start off the morning. A lot better than yesterday. Chaotic yesterday. Okay, all right then. Euro CHF. I'll do that now. Got an instant. I forgot the figures are now. Euro CHF must adjust it. So that's 70 to 9. 98.30. This is not a pending. Remember, I've got this at market, 98.30. Obviously, that's not going to work with on the original TP. So I have to make it a bit lower, make it 50. What? This is wrong, that's why. Yeah, you're right. So I'll have to put the TP lower. Or maybe the stop a bit. Maybe the stop a bit lower. We just seem to sell that shit down there. That might do. I still like to have it there, by the way. So you might have to bring this a little bit lower. Is that going to work? Just squeeze it there then. If you want a wider TP to make the ratio better, it's up to you. I don't like getting the stop too close. That's my main consideration. Trading is always risk management, the stop loss, etc. Once I handle that, then let the trade look after itself. Remember what I was saying? Look after downside, absolute position sizing, then you'll be okay. Because once if your downside is too hectic, you will not be thinking straight. Your fear emotion will be taking over your rationality. It's an absolute fact. Even if you're a roughly tougher, experienced guy. Okay. That's for the market, guys. I think some of these guys go out of market. Okay, I had down the GBP USD, but I think a lot of people aren't going to be too keen on that. I think do the GBP and we have to. Okay, I hope that's sorted out for you there, Seth. Zephyr. The other one I'd looked at, I missed anybody there? We've got that there. The other one might be surprising. I want to show you now is US dollar CAD. Normally don't touch it because the CAD's quite strong. I think I might make an exception here if you like to look at it. See, it's come back on the daily and tested this, and it seems to be holding. As you see, I've often mentioned I like to get the strong against the weaker, and the CAD is not a bad currency, but in this case, I think it might be some upside. Not cocksure of myself as some, but I mentioned that because I think mustn't exclude it completely. Thanks, Jeff. But I think there could be some upside here. But I do want to bear in mind the CAD is a reasonably strong one. But at the moment, I see the dollar's stronger still. Okay. So anyone like to look at this? This is what I was looking at. Put on a 4 hour, put a 4 hour, get more info. See, this is holding on the 4 hours. Another one I quite liked about it. It's been holding on the 4 hour since not that long ago, but it's only 4 hour, remember, since about the 5th, 6th of October. So it's only about a week or so. Okay, try the weekly. See, that is a week, remember, don't forget. It seems to be holding the bias coming in. Try the hourly. So it seems to be holding on the hourly as well. So from a technical perspective, I see some upside on this one. Yeah, buy. I won't be selling the dollar unless some economic change, radical change from the Fed occurs. I won't be selling the dollar. I'll be buying the retracements or buying up market. Just take that as read. Yeah, you see, Cheryl, you've got to look after that heart. You have to. It's very, very important. Okay, so anybody want to do this one? Bear in mind, it's a Canadian we're selling. Don't forget that. Got a Gabriella on here. It's a new lady. I don't know if you've been here before. Just remember, you can. It's a forum where we interact. Don't be scared to ask a question if you're not sure. If you find something doesn't make a lot of sense, just post it there and we'll try and, unravel it. What do you say? Unpack it. So yeah, everyone's view is vital, not important, but vital. Okay, so it looks like we're going to move on this one then, okay? GBP, okay, I didn't have that down, so we'll certainly look at it. Our good friend, the GBP, okay. Well, it's in the buy area, number one. Number two, we've got a maverick of a currency in the pound, and the NZD is the middle area. I'm not too sure about that. I'm not so keen, Cheryl. Sorry about that. Yeah, probably. I'll look at that in a moment, Mike. I think might have a better chance on that one, Mike. I'm not keen. Simple as that. It's a maverick currency. It's just jumped from the weak to the middle. NZD is a middleweight. It's in the buy level at the moment. Don't know how how long it's going to continue. I'll give you a due on that one, but I think it's probably better ones to sell against than the NZD, my personal opinion. And clearly, on the technical basis, it's come down a bit of support. A few buyers have come in. There's far more ticks against than to go for it. And I on a sell, and I'm not comfortable enough to buy it either. There's more ticks pro LIA on this one, in my opinion. Anybody disagree? What do you think, Steph? Or Cheryl, it's your idea? Oh, you agree? Okay, well, that's fine. Right. So out to everybody else. Anybody disagree with me? Please do. I mean, I'm trying to encourage that. That's why I so enjoy having Zeph on here. It sounds crazy, but that's where we learn. We don't want just yes men. We need to have people disagree. And I'm the first to put my hand up, and I can handle it. I've done okay in this business, so I can handle it. And I know I'm going to get it wrong. So yeah, it's nice to see somebody else, looking at it, but not just for the sake of being bloody minded, but for thought out real reasons for it. And I might learn. Okay, good point there. I missed that. Thanks very much. And change my mind and go with your particular idea. It's the opposite. It's not about me having some sort of ego trip, is what I'm saying. So, lady, I hope you hear that. A man without a massively cut glass ego. A very rare, very rare. Yeah, it could be, but I'm worried about that pound kit. Just that pound is a funny fella. That really put the I don't know the right word for it. Or it would show up 550 on the GBP CAD. I mean, it's a strong currency. GP is a weak, but still an economic mess. There's still trust is not got an honeymoon period there. There's trust in the new prime minister. A lot of people calling back for Boris Johnson. The first budget they did was unattractive, and suddenly it shoots up 550 points. Well, not pips, not points. 5,500 points, 550 pips. On the M1, we play on the M1 as much as you like, mate. Okay. From Cursor to GBP, we'll look at it again. Okay. So Luke, hang on. I'm going to go in the order. I'll do that. So I don't want to forget finally on that. Us first. So it's only fair. AUD and USD. Come back to the other one if you want. Yeah, there's a possibility of downside on this one as well. I was a bit iffy this morning because I certainly obviously looked at it, all the dollar pairs. I know it was a bit iffy, but I still think the NZD's a better bet on than the AUD, but we'll see. But they're both looking okay. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Do that quickly. Look at the 4 hour. So that's times 4, 200 times 4, 50 times 4. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Anyone like this one? It's okay. And I like the NZD. I've got that to have a look at as well. That's correct. Exactly what they're doing. Yeah. Actually, looking back, budget wasn't quite as bad as they made out. It's just the timing was incorrect. I think that's probably the problem. The timing. You first come in and you cut taxes. I always say cut taxes to the rich. Well, if you don't cut taxes to look after the employers, you won't get employees. You know what I mean? People forget that. You dissuade the entrepreneurs. There won't be jobs you can fight for. But at the same time, then go and start borrowing a lot of money. Now they're trying to shift the blame to Governor Bailey of the Bank of England. I know what you mean there. Fine. Yeah, so AUD USD. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Anyone like it? Nobody? Okay, I'll come back if you want. Just on that Brent. Just want to go quickly to Brent. Still see downside on Brent. Just worrying me when it took out this guy here, the 50-day, and opened this morning above it. Some sellers are coming in. I just hope it will break back down again. Maybe they'll jip this thing because I'm short. Anyway, just mention that by the by. Okay, NZD-JPY. I think this might be a better option. Right, so neutral was neutral as well the other day. Also the weekly. Bit of resistance on the weekly. Also the 4 hour. Neutral on that one as well. The dollar index not exactly flying up, but it's trying to move up. We took a profit on this yesterday. I think most of the guys have stopped out in profit. I said move your stop. I think the guys who listened to me did just that. I've got the wrong one again. I keep doing that. Yeah, I knew there's a reason why. I'm looking at the wrong button. Only thing I'm worried about, I knew that. That's why I put a line there to remind me, is this thing here. I want to sell it, but this is giving me a bit of jipness on the 4 hour. Look at the daily. Sellers have come in. There's resistance there. Not these guys here, but a little bit of resistance there. Not very strong. It seems to be holding on the 10-day. So daily is short I like. What I don't like is this guy here. Popped back up yesterday after we took profit and came off again. I think it might be worthwhile to wait for that to break to get a more confirmed sell. But I see downside on it. That's my take. Sorry, guys, this is a forum. You've got to get involved in this, how you learn. I want your opinions on it. You've got to have that. If you're scared to make an opinion, you're scared to, this is a high risk, high return market. This is where you got to be a decision maker or you're not going to be able to trade. If you're too indecisive to be confident enough to make an opinion, you might battle. You've got to join in. Plus, for several reasons, I need that as well. because I use a forum as well. I need feedback for myself. Man is not an island, you know. You prefer break below? Okay, I'm kind of inclined to agree on that. So can we keep an eye on this then? Unless anyone else wants to go in now, tell me. John, anybody? Ken, Merrill, Gabriella, Gerard, Edward, quite a few there. Cheryl? You're to buy, not so wrong that. A bit of a jump there. And it was all over the place. Chaotic yesterday, flying off. So I went flying up on the release of news and then came flying down again, consolidating a bit at the moment. That's just world insecurity, indecision, etc. going on out there. I tell you what the major problem is this. Massive debt problems, but they can't cure it by continuing to put up interest rates, and you bring the whole bloody sum to recession, and then the knock-on on that. It's sort of almost a tightrope walk on the two areas there, and that's what's creating some of this jumping around. You have a list of Bloomberg or any of the others. That's what that. All right. I know money talks more about shares of JSC, but the overall picture, because we're a small country economically, we have to know what's going on. So do they. So it brings the whole picture into it. And that's it. It's this cannot just continue increasing interest rates, but then if they don't, inflation. So it's a tightrope walk how far they can go. Now they're pricing in 75 coming out in November on the US, so 0.75 that is, and looking maybe another 0.75 now in December. But it's the last thing you want is out and out inflation, and also they don't want bloody stagflation or recession, which Europe just about is in recession. UK looks like it is as well. And I think, quite frankly, America is just about there as well. If not already there. Yeah, oh, I see downside. I'm not sure about the upside. I see downside. Definitely see downside, but just say maybe confirm break a blow here. Look at the hour one if you want. See a little bit of a confirmed break below on the hourly as well. There you are, Cheryl. So, mind with that, guys. Keep an eye on it. We can come back to it. Happy? All discussed, all learnt? All on the same page? Good enough? Okay, we'll move on. Good stuff. Thanks, Philip. I need that feedback because I don't know what's going on otherwise. Thank you. Right, gold. Here, I want to short it. Not quite get the price I wanted. Hit the TP on our original goal set out a week ago at 1650. Got down to 1643 at one stage, then jumped up on a sudden bloody falling off of the dollar. Talking about bloody roller coaster chaotic ride yesterday. Well, sorry, closed a little bit early here because it's just going nowhere. And I don't want to encourage people to look for trades that bite them. You know, you don't want another GBP CAD scenario like we did a couple of days ago. Okay, thank God for the stop loss. I got caught on that as well. Anyway, going back to this one, I want to short it. I still want a better price. I'm not sure we're going to get it. That's my worry. Can we get a risk reward there? Because I'm going to aim at 16. Maybe we can get 1645. I want 1650. Maybe get 1640. That's $20. Then we're going to look at about. Are we going to get a decent stop? That's not going to work. I don't think we're going to risk reward here at this price. I think we've just got to miss this trade. I want to get it above 1670, preferably 80. I'm not sure we're going to get it. I think maybe it's better wait this one out, but look for a short on it. Okay, we move on. Just mentioned Brent earlier on. I missed anything. So Euro JPY. Now they're both weak. We know about JPY. I've mentioned that about their debt problem. Can't raise interest rates, so it's the ongoing weakness in the yen. They tried to intervene a little bit. Didn't get it too weak, but hasn't really made much effect. Euro's okay, but it's not as strong as I'd like. But anyway, I'm assuming you're looking at what? You're looking for a long eye. I'm not keen eating Cheryl, to be honest. You're looking for a long on this. I'm not too sure. I mean, look at the sellers coming on the wick there on the daily. Remember, it's only a 10-hour-old day. It's not a 24 day. It's a 10-hour-old, or the 4-hour, if you like. Not really getting going. Well, I'll give you a due. It's not much going the other way. Look at these buyers coming in there. Look at these. I'll be honest. I'm with you on that, Cheryl. I'm not keen. Yeah, and it's not that strong a currency either. I'd rather, if you're going to buy the euro, I'm not sure I'll buy it again. So I'm thinking more so the euro actually. It's a stronger currency. And it's had a pretty decent run up, remember, since August. What's August? That's the 8th month from the 10th now. In only 2 months, it's come from 135. I'll put it on. You should do it, swear it. Moved up in the region of how many? I can't see the thing there. Yeah, nearly 1,000 pips in a couple of months, and they're not a really strong currency. I think might even get a bit of downside, but then you're buying the yen, which I'm not keen on. I'm personally not keen on this one. And then you want to TP right up there, do you? You have to use the monthly to get there. 146. What do you want? 65 up there. Right up there. As the Americans say, it's possible, but as I say, I don't think it's highly likely. Yeah, for the record, I'm not keen. Anybody want to join my good friend Zeph? I haven't actually met him, but he's still my good friend. Trading Zeph. Anyone want to join him on a long on this one? Anybody there want to join him, guys? No feedback at all. Okay. You're not all playing Facebook now. You want to go along? Okay, well, there you are. Divine likes to join you there, Zeph. Okay. Well, if you want to do it, I'll write it down. But for the record, I'm not keen. Well, if you've done it, then Divine's doing it. I'll put it down, but I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm not doing it. What's the price you want to get in at? What was your TP as well? Where is it now? I forgot what it was now. What do you want to do? 69.66. 146.65. And where do you want to put the stop? Maybe down here somewhere. It's a hell of a long way away, that. Bloody hell. Maybe down here then. 143.20. Oh, where is it at? 143.20. That's bloody hell. That's what great minds think alike. Okay. Oh, great traders think alike. How's that? There you are. If you want it, $100 a shot. Good luck, Seth. I agree. Good luck, Seth. Anyway, we'll put it down anyway. See how it gets on. Off the other side of her face, it does all right. Eh? And it's coming up the round figure as well. It might pull back to it. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, 146.65. There you are. Well, definitely, I'll laugh the other side of my face then, my friend. Okay, right. Those are what it can grow for. Very written down for you guys. Okay. All right. Yeah, where were we? Mention that, mention something else to mention. I just want to check the trades so far. Is the S&P coming out? It's hovering a little bit, actually. What do we get the S&P at 70? Yeah, it's hovering. AUD, how's that getting on? Euro USD, beg your pardon. We'll start with AUD, CHF. Hovering. Not much happening there. At least it's not lousy. EUR CHF. Well, it's not really going up. It's coming off a little bit, hovering a little bit. And Euro USD. That seems to be coming off. So that's a nice one so far. Yeah, that's coming off a bit. So had the original one for 98. I think some guys, I think I was wondering if you took it that particular price. But the trading, obviously, the price had moved. So we got in this morning in the trading room at 765. So we've got a 98 or 65 for a profit. So what? One in profit, other three are hovering. Neither one or the other. No, we wish. Well, I'm not in it. If you're not in it, Cheryl, we wish the best of them. I'm very happy to laugh the other side of the face. I didn't lose, and you won. What a pleasure. As I've heard many ladies say, don't use the word bloody, use another word, we left. Men's egos. Okay, right. Gone through those. So 3 hovering and 1 in profit. So that's okay. Good. GBP CAD, GBP CHF. Somebody mentioned they want to do that. Is that coming off? Don't know if you guys went into that. Can't remember. I haven't got it down here anyway. But just a bit of downside maybe. And the GBP CAD's come last. Give a bit of sense. It should be lower than that. It's trying to come off. But I think it will do. I think that's seriously overcooked. We're going to get a bit down here. I think we'll get at least here. You were being horrible, Zeph. You're being horrible to my friend Cheryl. My dear, dear friend Cheryl. Known her for years, hey, Cheryl? We go way back. All my virtual friends. Sounds like Facebook, doesn't it? Yeah, we do indeed. Thanks, Cheryl. Okay, right. So we covered a bit of ground this morning. I hope it was useful ground. I hope it wasn't too fast. Some quiet guys on the screen on the forum here. Went a bit fast. Just say so if you're not sure. Angel, Orpello, Cassie, Christine, are you all okay? Not going too quick. Anything you'd like to ask about? Gabriella, new people there. Well, I'd like you to just think about that. I'm just going to post what I do every time. If you obviously got it, doesn't matter. If you haven't got it, there you are. I'll start off with this one here. That's the DXY. Keep it, save it, very important. We refer to it all the time. The yields, very important. Refer to it all the time. So I'm doing that for you as well. I see downside in that one. We just want to wait for the confirmation, if you remember. Check it again now. And this is very important. Economic, we all are. Economic calendar. Somebody didn't have the oil. But anyway, I forgot to check that. Just a second, let me concentrate. I'm trying to do things that not listening. Just give me a moment. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, guys, for patient minute. Remember, we can. We looked at it earlier on. The guys weren't keen. I see some upside there. I'll do the, what was it, NZD. Now, Matt, we want to see if we can break down to get a confirmed sell. Yeah, let's take it out. Should have gone for it, guys, in retrospect. Remember on my other screen, we got the DXY, hand it's going up. Seem to be breaking down. Do you want to do it now? Looks like a confirm one, so we get a decent risk reward. How far can we put this? Is too far away? No, it's not. I'm on a 4 hour, no wonder. And maybe if we can get it, take it down here, okay? 5, 5, 10 for it. There we are. Looks a bit of a break. Is that good enough to chase? I think some guys might have gone a bit earlier on, but what do you think? Well, it depends. What's the price now? I'll just check it out for you. EUR CHF 48. We got it here. Where did we get in at? I think some of you guys might have gone in at 60. I had it down for 70. What's it now? Where is it now? 50. It's on the verge. We'll have a look at the moment. You might just grab it. But I think below 50, I'll be a bit worried about it. A bit big ship might have sell. We'll have a look. Anyway, before we do that, there we are. Happy? Do you want to do it? Should I get it written down, or what do you want to do, guys? You want to do it? There you are. Got to just post something for the guys out there. Just a second. What do you think of that? Just give me a moment. I've got to post something for them. Okay. Okay, I'll get that down. What do we got at 40, eh? 56. Good enough. Goodies, good enough. Hope you do as well today as we did yesterday on that one. Okay, all got it? Great, move on. So we want to check there. Have I missed anybody there? Look at something. CAD, yeah, we looked at that just now. I don't normally do that because they're fairly strong, but I see some possibly a bit of upside on this one. This seems to be holding, as you can see. The dollar's still quite strong. Yeah, but the guys weren't that keen. And if you're keen, Merrill, put a stop down here somewhere, TP up there. The weekly get a bit more. Yeah, I think I might. Yeah. Stop down there, about 100 pips. Where can we take it? Pushing it a bit because that's a bit of a jumped up, pull back a bit. And that's a bit close. I think probably maybe just give it a bit of a miss. We've got a few good ones out there. I don't want to stick your neck out on that one a bit. It is quite a strong currency, so maybe just let it run. If you miss it, you miss it. We've got to have a decent one out. Okay. Good. So, should we have any other questions? Just give it 2 seconds for you guys who are a bit shy, just so they know. Always save your charts by right-clicking. Go to templates. Okay, quite some good templates. Save the template. Put your name in there and save it. Once it's saved and you want to recover the chart, if you lose them, go to templates. You see, and don't click on save, just go down and you'll see the saved charts there. Just remember that. All have the 50-day and not the 50-day, the 50 and the 200 simple moving average, because a day on here, it's a week on there, and it's an hour on there. You get the idea. So it's a 50 times the time frame of the chart. Have it on there and save it. If you want a smaller time frame, it's up to you, but those are very important. All have the position size calculator. Hope you all know that. Okay, there it is. And I put the DXY yields and the economic calendar for you to save. And don't forget, quick one there. If you want to look at the specifications, left click at either one, any instrument you want, right click on it and left click on specifications. That'll give you the contract size and the margin. And if you scroll down a bit, it says full access. Sometimes it might say can only close, and it means you can't open another position for whatever reason, or long only, it means you can't short it. We haven't got any of that at the moment, but it might come up. So there's the information required. You have to have WhatsApp sent to you. There you know what your margin is. How do you calculate the leverage? Right click, go to that, divide the margin, whatever that margin is, into 100. That is your leverage. Okay, so it says 200, it's 200 to 1. So it's 50, it's 50 to 1. So in other words, you've got a 2% margin, or 2 into 150. So your leverage is 50 to 1. Remember, very few are 100 or 500, if any. They're conflicting. So you've got to check your leverage by doing that. And let's take, I don't know, let's take S&P 500. You right click there and it gives you the contract size, 10. So, you know, if you multiply that times 10 of the S&P, whatever the S&P is, 36 or whatever, then you know in dollars what 1.0 is exposure. Okay, just so you know. It frightens me how many people are trading without the slightest, faintest clue what they're doing, why, where, or what, and then complaining that they're losing money. Well, you know, yeah, I'm complaining. I've done a 2-day medical aid course, and all my patients who have performed surgery on are dying. Well, hang on a minute, and I'm in trouble now. You get the idea. Please don't try trading if it's beyond you, or you can't stand it, or no interest, or don't like it. Well, don't think you're going to get lucky. Do the job properly. Okay, CAD-JPY. You want to chase it here, do you? Oh, for a short. Then it must be something else. Okay. Yeah. CAD-JPY. If you short this, you're buying the yen. Just remember that. And the Canadian is pretty strong. So strongly suggest it's going to go up and down all the time. If you aren't in, buy a pullback. I want to buy a pullback down this level here. We had a great trade out. I think I can't remember what the TP was. I think I might hit the TP a couple of so days ago. I think it's already hit the TP. But we got in some of these levels here. Took this out. Some guys could have joined it. I wouldn't be joining it here now. It might go up further. I think it's a good chance of going up further. But I prefer to see a pullback here to join it. A bounce there, but not yet. Do not short it. I don't know how far it's going to pull back. It might not pull back. So don't preempt it by getting cute by going against a very strong upward trend by selling the Canadian and buying the yen. Okay, you're happy on that show. Okay. Can we just quick? I was mentioned Solly. I'm not a great follow these two because they're pretty similar. One day Aussie is stronger, next day, well, not quite next day, but then you get NZD stronger, chops and changes. Well, first of all, you buy or sell it there, but if you're going to buy it there, you're buying the Aussie dollar against a similar currency, similar setup, similar economies, and we're going to stop. Maybe get 50 pips as I was there. So 40 pips to get some noise there. Might not go through. I think it's better fish to fry. Unless you want to, if it breaks them up there, if you want to do it, yes. It's in the buy zone, take it up there, stop down there. If you want to do it, maybe a break above there. But just keep an eye on that Aussie and New Zealand because they take it turns. That's why I often get a lot of sideways. Aussie takes over, then the New Zealand takes over, the Aussie takes over, New Zealand takes over, the Aussie takes over, then the New Zealand takes over. I think it's better fish to fry. But if you like it, you specialize, go for it. Personally speaking, I don't really trade these two. That's just no idea. I just don't. Nothing wrong with it. Got plenty of others to choose from, so I leave this one alone. That's just me. I think it's wrong. Millions of people disagree and trade it. That's just me. Well, if you want to look at talk, just remember, if you're looking at very small time frames, you've got to understand you've got costs involved. So you've got to make sure that you cover your costs. If you're on a spreads account, it doesn't matter because you'll see in the blue. Once in the blue, it's all net. That's why you go into minus straight away. So you get on the ask on the long, get out on the bid, or vice versa on the short. But if you're in commissions, don't forget, people say, why is my account going down? They're grabbing £5 profit, forgetting it's £10 costs. You get the idea. It should be common sense, but I think nerves take over, or fear. I don't know what takes over, but emotion often does overtake. And I have to say, a lot of people do join this without even really sort of picking up the basics. And we've got thousands of clients, and look how many people join the year. In fact, quite a lot join here in comparison to the platform trading, the Forex class and CFD class. Probably about 1%. Scary. And then they go trading. A lot of them want to trade, not much money, haven't even bought a course, and don't go to any lessons. And then when I say you're going to get margin call on a highly leveraged account, they look at me blankly. You're driving a fast car, but be careful what you're doing with it. Position sizing, no idea, means nothing to them, which is vital as well. So what else can you do? You can help but take a horse to drink, but if it doesn't, that's their choice. Okay, Brent, is it coming off at all? It's giving me a bit of jip. Bloody time. It's starting to come off on that one. Come on, just need to break back down here. Come on, Brent. GBP CHD, is anything happening on that? Is it still coming off? That's popped up a bit. I don't know if it's popping up at all. I think it's downside. Anyway, at least it's come off from its highs. Let's have a look at our trade. Start at the bottom here, S&P. What do we get on that? 3,670. Well, it's not a lot, but it's come off a bit. So at least it's slightly in profit, which is good. Euro, oh, yes, good to your friend, the Euro JPY. Put that down there. What do we get? 143.98. A little bit below, not much to worry about as such at the moment. Entry. NZD JPY. 83.20. What are we talking about? 50, 83.20. What have I got down here? Actually, I've got the wrong ones. NZD CHF. I've got this thing on the NZD JPY on the brain A file. It's unbelievable. Just the figures are just a tad different. Uh, 56.40. It's about the same. Oh well. Okay, which is not bad. Euro USD, is that start to behave? Hovering a little bit okay. It's in the profit, that's the main thing. That's okay. Euro CHF, some got at 70, some got at 60. See how that's doing. That's on the right side of entry, but not much. And lastly, AUD CHF, let's see how that's doing. Yeah, that's coming to profit. Good. So all either the same or slightly in profit, which is okay. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Not shooting the lights out yet, but at least it's okay. AUD JPY for a possible short. Okay, so you want to buy the Japanese yen? Okay. I don't. Ha! Sorry, John. Ha! So over to you, John. You anyway, want to short the AUD and buy the yen? You can do it. It's a neutral zone. You can do. I'm saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm not exactly jumping on joy, shouting Eureka on it. And it's the round figure 93. I think the chance that might hold. I think it might even get a bounce there, to be honest. If I had to do it, I think I'd rather be going long personally. But yeah. No, thank you. Oh, absolutely, John. Yeah. Not saying it's wrong, but it's nice to have a bit of banter, a bit of fun. It's all in fun. So mates are for. Trading mates are for. Okay, all right. So there it is on that. Brent, thank goodness, coming off a bit. What's gold? We're getting any movement on gold upwards to sell it? We want to sell it. Well, I want to sell it. Not much happening there. No man's land. No, it's like with the lads, eh? You know, the more they pull the leg, the more they're usually big buddies. And you're nice and polite and formal to usually to strangers. You're not part of the club. Of course, you're not wrong. Absolutely, nobody's wrong in this until after the event. God, how many times? No way, no, that's a long. And the thing's flown off. Look at the GBP CAD. I'll never forget that. This is a great short. 550 pips later. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But no harm in fun teasing. That's just out of the fun. I'll tell you what I can do if anyone likes this. You can have a long and a short. Just see what happens. If you don't put money on it for a bit of fun. Might do that. I see some upside and John sees some downside. Well, I'll put that down. See how it goes, eh? If you want to put money, of course you can. Let's have a bit of fun. AUD, JPY, long and AUD JPY short. And you got my full permission, Mr. Williams, to take the right royal, excuse my language, piss out of me if it comes flying off. See how that goes. I'll put down fun trade. But if you want to do it seriously and do it, I'll put it down to a proper trade. Going in a micro, okay. Well, the guy who's got 3 million in the account, a micro is a little bit under I'm supposed there, John. But anyway, sorry, I should have said that. I'm not allowed to. Ooh, sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned he's got 3 million in his account, should I? Sorry. Zimbabwean dollars, maybe. Or Turkish lira. It's about, I think it's about 100,000 or more per rand for the Turkish lira. Why not, eh? Okay, thank you, Propeller. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, you did enjoy it. Great, enjoyed the class. Fantastic. I don't think we didn't do any major next 15 minutes. So that's going to miss much. Hey, the Nasdaq's starting to come off. If anyone there has got the time to go for it. Didn't see any more Nazir. He went short on that. He probably disappeared with his money. Like one guy did. Couldn't believe it. He could not believe it. He drew his money out in 5 seconds in case we'd pinch it. He just drifted yesterday. Unbelievably overexposed. It was in about a micro chip of a bloody margin call because his account wasn't tiny, but it was only that large. And the thing took off. And I just don't think you could believe it. Yeah, it can certainly make you sad, but it's still okay. I mean, some guys did go in yesterday at 575, and I think it's in profit if you had the guts to go in again. Yeah, you'd been a bit of profit. It's a bit surprising. It just broke the 55, looked getting some downside, it popped up. Our good friend Petra, you know, I think she's still there. Should I go in another one? I said, no, you can if you like, mate, but no, I wouldn't, not keen. As I said, GBP can make you sad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of changing my accent. Okay, well, I think that's covered most. We've got S&Ps, NZD, USD, AUD, that's a fun one, Euro JPY, Euro USD, UR CHF, AUD CHF, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades out, and a SF trade. So we've got 6 altogether. So what, pound? Let's look at pound USD. Theory, that's a sell, actually. Who's got the guts for that? Not sure I have, but that's a sell technically. You shouldn't have had too big a loss there, Petro, to be honest. You shouldn't have, because you should have done your volumes correct. So it is a stubborn child, yeah. But that's why position size is so important. Sometimes you move your stop away, it's got to come off what's happening, and then you get yourself in the hole and you get fed up. That's the danger side. That's psychology taking over rationality. I was stopped out the thing, so I didn't take that knock. Took a knock, but you know, it was in handleable. I point out the knocks because I want people, especially you guys, to know we guys, unfortunately, have to admit, I'm not God when it comes to trading. We get it wrong. That's a bit of a poetry there, Ken. Unstable cable. Are you in cable? Then you're unstable. Thank you very much indeed, Cheryl. Thank you very much. The money for saying that, I'll post you just now. Thank you very much indeed, Cheryl. Yeah, was it in the post? Another one, but we won't go into that on the Zoom. Slightly on the vulgar side. In fact, let's put a trend line in here. If you're using the body, some people use the body. Seem to be holding. To be honest, I see some downside there. But like you, I'm the pound of funny fellows, we all know. But I have to be honest, I see some downside there. I think it's a trade. If you overcome your prejudice against the GBP, yeah, anyone want to do this at the downside or had a hat full of the GBP? You're in, we see you make them tough where you come from, Gerard. Anyone want to join Gerard on this one? I have to be honest, quite like it. Just prejudices make me nervous. It's not rationality. If you take that out, that's the pound strong. It's not that strong. The dollar's starting to rise up. You never tell me prejudice. It's a bad trade, to be honest. Okay, that's good enough. Let's do it. Come on, guys. Right, 1.1278. What can we do for stop loss, etc.? So that's the only problem. You need a wide stop. Okay. Can we take it down here? Why not? Make it 950, maybe around 950. Maybe put it slightly higher, yeah. That'll do. Always make it, always modify the TP if it's going well. Start screaming off, why get out there? What CRS news is this? Don't know what CRS is, actually, to be honest. What's that mean? And before you do that, anyone to join? Or I'll put it down. That is. See, I'm not frightened to say what I don't know. I must learn that. It's the way you learn. Core retail. No, that's for the US. Not for the pound. I think for the dollars, probably, you dickhead, Roger. Got so busy mindful this bloody GBP, I forgot the other guy, which happens to be the fun little country called the States. Eh? Quite right. Good point. Okay, well, there you are. I've got it written down. So there we are. See how that works out. Okay, we'll visit trades in a moment. Just want to see if anyone else wants to look at something in the meantime. Just going into the 11 o'clock close for the weekend, I might add. Just remember, one of the guys, Clinton's off today, or off tonight anyway. So 6:30, I've been called in to do platform training. So if any of the newer guys there still iffy on the platform, I'll be doing platform training. And that's another very good point. Guys call me up, say, show me how the platform works on a place of trade. Brokers don't do that. They expect you to know that. That's why we provide platform training. Okay, Ken. AUD JPY and profits. Yeah, we had that out the other day, didn't we? That's been going for a while, that one. Yeah, that's been going for a while. Can I knock this off? AUDJPY. Yeah, doing very well, isn't it? I think got it 91 something or other. I can't remember. This is about a week ago, several days ago. Some guys might have been stopped out in a profit, and everyone made a profit on it. Some might still be in. It's up to you, but yeah, it's doing fine. Yeah, I think we mentioned earlier on, Zeph. Have a look at it again. How far down to get to this guy here? 80 pips away, it's sort of doable. Where are we going to put the stop? Because seriously overcooked. So you need a stop up there, to be honest. You're going to have to aim down here. Do you want to put it up? I'll put it up to see what we want to do. I'm going down here, I think. Let's say there. Make it 1070. You got a 1.1170. Oh, TP, sorry. 1170. To get 1170, I'm not sure you're going to get a cancer light. I'm sure you get a 1170. So that's going to be a problem. I don't want to stop below that. I think I'd rather have a wider stop. Maybe that'll do. That'll do. Maybe put your stop there instead. Got your stop me your TP. Yeah, if you do there, it's slightly in that range. It's in today's range there. That's my worry about that. Unless you're using a 4-hour chart. And remember, 4-hour chart is only 2.5 candlesticks going since this morning. It's only 10 hours old. Remember that. Yeah, not too bad. And then seriously, that pound's overcooked. That's definitely seen downside. Anyone agree with him? Going in, we've got another few minutes. Anyone want to do this one? If you've got any money left in your account, you've got to keep free margin, guys. Can't have 10 trades and leave yourself a 50 around free margin. Then you're going to get margin calls. You must have free margin in your account. You must know what margin call is. You need the money to do it. Remember, it's a leverage instrument. Leverage, gearing involved. Absolutely, it's overcooked. We never cooked for a while. We should stop it yesterday, eh? Well, Silver's joining us. About 2 minutes to go. Okay. Okay. Anyone want to do this one, or have we got enough pounds? Leave it alone job, or don't want to do this one? So the pound dollars, I think it's good. It's okay. It's just a bloody pound. Okay, Philip. Anyone to join Philip on this one? Go on, Zeph. Keep him company. There you are. You haven't got a mate in Farney there, Zeph. Don't go and get upset now. But let's spoil your weekend. Yeah. So I put it down anyway because Philip wants to go, and I know you do, Zeph. That's good enough. So I put it down anyway. No, you can't do that, Angel. what happens? It goes in your favor. You got your stop loss protector, you went in. I mean, if you know some big Euro users, I didn't know them coming out of the Euro for this, to be honest, I didn't know that. Didn't come up on my calendar. But no, maybe if some major fundies come out, I might not join it, but also get out. If I'm in profit, I might modify, but no. It might do well. You'd be highly fed up if you got out and did you a favor. You're a CHF, I see some downside. Stick with it. Sorry in advance if I'm wrong, but now I'd stick with it. Okay, a couple of minutes to go. Oh yes, that's a good point, Zeph. Yeah, I filter out everything below 3-star. I'm not interested. Thank you, Zeph, for that. Okay, that's why I put up the economic calendar for you to copy and paste. I filtered it for you. You don't want to know the 1-star and the 2-star and the Mexican and I don't know, whatever. The 3-star ones. That's what you want. Okay. Good thinking. Forgot about that. Thank you for that, Zeph. Quick look what the others are doing now. What we got out. Start off with just make sure. AUDCHF. Right, it's hovering around. It's in profit. It's hovering around figures. If it breaks through, it's in profit. It's good. Next was the EURUCHF. Seems to be hovering around about the same. So not much movement there. It's not losing. USD, Euro USD. Yep, we're about 15 pips or so in profit. That's okay. So that's two in profit, 1 hovering. Right, where are the other ones now? We had on. Here we are. S&P 500 dropped down there. Just click on here if you want an alphabetical order. See it says symbol, get alphabetical, make life easier for you. Regarding at 3670, 15 odd pips in profit. That's okay. That's doing okay. NZDJPY, NZDUSD, 56.40. A little bit of profit so far. That's good. Just got the pound dollar. Oh, the AUD you mentioned, that was a fun one. Okay, what's the AUDJPY doing? That was a fun one. Anyone did it outside that. 93 was the entry. It's come off a little bit, but it's 98. That doesn't really count. It's nothing there. Doesn't count. GBP, we just entered that. I'll look at it anyway. GBP, where is it? I had it written down. Where have I written it down? I think it's covered off a bit. Sorry, I should have written that down. What price to get in there? Let's look at it now, 15 minutes or so ago. Slightly out, so it's 1.75. Just a second. Yeah, see how that goes. Okay. Yeah, I agree with Seth. Yeah, just read what he says there, Angel. That's totally correct in my opinion. Always remember the market's always one's own opinion. So yeah, GBP CAD start to try and come off. Brent start to come off. So it's not too bad so far. So we seem to be doing okay. Going into 11 o'clock, going into the weekend, hope they work out. Catch you guys on Monday. And anybody new there, still not sure the platform, I'll be doing it later on tonight at 6:30. What fun. I think they shouldn't have it on a Friday evening. Anyway, but they have. I'm going to theatre tomorrow and I'm going to some other do on Sunday. So we're going to have an early night anyway, so no problem. Okay, guys, catch you later. And yeah, enjoy. Yes, Philip. Cheers, guys.